Hey guys, I know there's been some concern recently about the environment because the Amazon is on fire, but sometimes when you have something in the back of your mind, you come up with an idea, and so I kind of just decided to make this video. So today I was on a jog. I was running through the park like I usually do, um, and I noticed all around the park there was like these trees, these little trees. They were surrounded by barriers, and as soon as I noticed the first one, I started noticing like a whole bunch of other ones. And so I I noticed that like some of them were like brand new. They were like tiny with a few leaves on them. Some of them had a bunch of leaves on them. And then that got me to thinking like, hey, it seems like the city has like some kind of infrastructure. Like they know that trees need to be planted, so they're kind of just planting trees all around the parks and stuff. This isn't the only park that I've seen trees like that. Um, so it kind of got me thinking like in what way can I get involved? Like I was thinking that when it comes to parks, there's actually like paid people that clean up the garbage and stuff like that, and they're probably involved in this tree planting stuff. And so I kind of thought back to yesterday where I was on another run in a different direction, and I passed by this community garden. And so as I walked by, it looked like they were doing like some sort of class. So I was just kind of like looking in curiously, and so this guy just like waved me in. So I was like, all right, let me just go in and just see what this class is all about. Um, Basically, yesterday was like, it was basically just like a little cooking class where they were taking like little fruits and vegetables and stuff, cutting them up and like making stuff out of them. So that was just like whatever. But then after the event, I started talking to the guy and was just like, oh, what kind of stuff do you do here? Like, whatever. And he was talking about like, you can come on the weekend and volunteer. Like the garden's open during certain hours. You can come and volunteer, and like their volunteer work is just kind of like maintaining the grass and like cutting the weeds and like you know helping around the garden with the mulch and all this stuff. And in addition to the volunteering, there was stuff like they had classes where you can learn how to plant and how like planting and growing and stuff works. They have an actual like a beekeeper thing with bees in it. So like um, you can learn about how honey's made, and how he was telling me about how they do certain things in the winter so that they can have enough honey and like food to eat during the winter, and that they could come back strong by the next season. And so they also had like this thing. I wasn't really sure what he meant. Like they had this kayaking thing, and he was like, oh, you can donate money to kayak, and then that money helps the park because they don't have like a permit or something, and they're trying to get that permit. So anyway, aside from that, like that kind of just got me thinking like, like what if we all just kind of like went to our local park or went to our local community garden, kind of like volunteered, helped, maintain the stuff. You're probably not going to be like planting trees, but you're definitely going to be helping them, and in turn that's going to help plant trees, or help the the whole natural aspect of the park. um, what if we all went to these classes that they have? You can learn to grow stuff, like you can learn how bees and stuff work together with what you're growing. And like that's something I kind of was looking up online, like yo, bees and like other insects, butterflies and whatever, birds, they can help. Like let's say you're growing something, they can help actually increase the amount of like fruit and whatever you're trying to grow, just because they're helping like move the pollen around and stuff like that. So yeah, like this is something that like some of you guys have your own houses and your own yards. Maybe you have like a rooftop in your building, or like maybe you can hang something out your window. Maybe you can go to these community classes and kind of just learn like what is the best way for you to grow stuff, and you know help the environment, help the bees, and in turn like just basically make your little section, your little neighborhood, just like more nature basically. um, So yeah, that was pretty much my idea for making this video. It was just like how you can get involved and just kind of help nature. So thanks for watching, guys. Remember not to lose hope.